Hey guys, it's Max, Chief Evangelist over here at Happily, and we're back making some more bundle pricing today. And today we're going to be doing some HR software. How fun is that, right? Now, I looked at a bunch and I found these folks, Deal, who seems to sell a number of different products, which I'm assuming you can buy together, right? And so I thought, hey, what a really good example to create a bundle. So let's take a look at how we would actually rebuild this inside of HubSpot using the new bundles feature in Quote Happily. It looks like there's 4 things we can buy here. There's Deal HR, the global first all-in-one HR platform built to scale with your business. And this looks like it is $15 per employee per month. There's also Deal Payroll, which handles payroll at $29 per employee per month. And then there's Deal Contractor, which is $49 a month. It seems, compliantly manage and pay contractors. Okay, so it seems like this is just not per employee. This is like a flat fee. And then there's Deal EOR. I don't know what that means, but you can hire employees in 150 plus countries where you don't have entities. There's 2 dynamics here with the pricing, right? 4 things, they're optional, but with these, it's a per employee per month pricing. And these, it's just a flat fee per month. So how would we actually build a bundle around this? Assuming everything here is optional, right? So I think what I'm probably going to do is start by building this stuff inside of HubSpot first, right? So I'm going to navigate into HubSpot. Let's do this. Let's go into commerce and let's go to products. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a product to represent the bundle itself, right? So we'll just call this like Deal HR software bundle, okay? And we'll just give it a Deal -B and DL for the SKU, and we'll just call it bundled deal pricing for the description. And the billing frequency is going to be monthly. Okay, so let's come down into here. I am going to set a price at 0. I want the pricing to be totally based on the members of the bundle itself versus having some set cost and then different options would like change that set cost, right? I want it to be totally run by what things we actually select. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and create this product here. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate these 3 things as different products that can be part of the bundle. All right. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we've got Deal HR, and we'll just call it DHR for the SKU, or maybe just HR for the SKU. And then the price, that was what? 15. So this is $15, and then the frequency is monthly. So we'll create now another. We've got Deal Payroll. We'll just call this pay for the SKU. And you know what? Why not? I'll copy all the descriptions into here just for funsies. Cool. This is a monthly cost, and this was $29. So we'll do $29. Wonderful. Create out another. Come back in here. Deal Contractor. So Deal Contractor. I'll just use Contractor as the SKU. This is going to be monthly. I'm going to come in and grab the description. This is $49 a month. Now, this is, again, not per employee. So the way we're going to adjust how many employees you have to determine what the cost is, we're going to do that in the bundle, okay? And a lot of that's going to be what maximum quantity can we choose? And so for this, it's going to have to be 1 because you can only buy, it looks like you can only buy 1 of these. And then we've got Deal EO. Oh, it's employer of record. Now I know what that is. Okay. Not that I actually know what employer of record literally means, but I at least know what the word I'm looking for, the acronym stands for. Anyway, we'll just call this EOR. Sweet. This again is going to be a monthly billing. And let's come down and we'll give this the one that's $5.99 a month. Okay, $5.99 a month. Cool. And then we'll go ahead and create that product. Wonderful. Okay. So to recap, we've got the software bundle. This is going to be our header. This is the main bundle. And then we've got the 4 different things that can be part of it. All right. So let's go into Quote Happily and start building our bundle here. All right. So let's go into bundles and we're going to create a new bundle. And we are going to select from the product library. And we have this deal HR bundle. All right. And then we're going to add it to a price book because you always want to add it to a price book. I'm just going to put it in this basic one right here. Got it. The price is going to be set to 0 out of the box. This is going to change as the products actually get added. Right. So included product options. Now, again, I don't know if any of these things have to be bought for you to buy other parts. I'd assume Deal HR is in there, right? But let's just pretend you can buy any of these things a la carte and we're just like building our pricing as we go. What I'm actually going to do in this case is I'm going to forego doing any included products and I'm just going to do add-on products. All right. So let's go ahead and do an add-on option here. And we'll call this, we'll do 2. We'll do per employee options. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in the HR and payroll products, right? And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say the default quantity is 1, the minimum quantity is 1, but I'm not going to set a maximum because they should be able to add as many as they need to here, okay? And then I'm going to check this off that reps may select more than one of the products below, okay? And we're going to save that option here. Then I'm going to go and add in the, call it flat fee per month options. Obviously, we would call it something different, likely, right? But this is where I'm going to put contractor and employee of record, okay? Now, the big difference that I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in here and say the maximum quantity is 1. So they can't add additional ones here because you're only ever going to charge someone a flat fee. At least that's what it looks like. A flat fee one time for each of these options versus a fee per employee per month. And change it so they can select more than one of the products below. And then I'm going to hit save. Okay. So it looks like this is all we need. All right. So I am going to go in here and turn this on. And let's actually go see what it's like building a quote with this. So I'm going to go into HubSpot and I'm going to go to my CRM and then deals. And I'm going to go create a deal here. And we're going to call this Deal HR Software Bundle. And we're going to go ahead and create it. Okay. Now let's come up here. We'll let this do its thing. We'll load in quotes, build that quote again. I'll choose this price book. And then I'm going to select from my bundles, the HR software bundle. Now, notice it's saying this includes 0 products, and that's because we don't have anything set up to be automatically included because we're kind of letting people purchase a la carte. All right, and then let's do our add-ons. So we'll do HR payroll, deal, and our contractor and EOR. Wonderful. Okay. Now, what you'll notice is I can't change the quantity here. It just goes back to 1. Okay. Because again, I'm not supposed to be able to add additional things here. All right. What I can do, however, is change the quantity for the ones that are the per employee option. So I can say, oh, you've got 50 employees. All right. And I can go ahead and adjust 50 employees. Right. And what will happen, I think I'm like zoomed in too far here, is we will see the price adjust automatically, right? So over here under the net price column, we can see that this is going to be $750 a month and then $1450 a month for 50 employees, because the unit price for the first one is 15 and the unit price for the second one is 29. And then these are going to stay the same, obviously, because we can only do one of those here. But if we come down, right, we can see what our subtotal is for all those different options, right? And then we can see what's due at signing and then what the monthly recurring revenue is going to be after that. We even have a total contract value, right? And it's literally that simple. Instead of sifting through a whole bunch of like different products in a giant list, I simply could add the bundle. I could choose exactly what they wanted to buy, and that was it. And then from here, I can go ahead and preview the quote. Here we can see everything on the quote, the proper quantity, the proper price per month. Boom, there you go. And we even have the software bundle. So that's how you create bundle pricing for HR software using Quote Happily. If you guys have any other questions or you have any other examples of things you'd like to see us build bundle pricing out of, let us know in the comments below. We're here to help. Thanks, guys.